Everything you need to know about real estate, part 1. We're going to kick this brand new series off talking about the Form 2, better known as the Seller's Disclosure Notice. Now, what is a Form 2? What is a Seller's Disclosure Notice? Well, in late 2025, around August, Queensland moved away from caveat emptor, buyer beware, to give more information to a buyer looking at a home. The Form 2 outlines 4 crucial pieces of information, which is your title search and your survey plan, as well as the rates notice and water notice for the property. Now, there are quite a few other items that will come into a Form 2, but a lot of it you will not see on a typical residential property. I'm talking about properties that might be suitable for development, have had contaminated land in the past, whether that's near farming or agriculture or anything else that may have contaminated the land. And there's a few other different bits and pieces in between. If you're just looking to purchase or sell a standard residential property, your Form 2 should be fairly straightforward. The Form 2 is extremely important. If you don't have one, or if the facts are materially wrong on the Form 2, the buyer can terminate the contract at any stage. That includes right up to the day of settlement, and they can get their deposit refunded in full. So the importance of getting your Form 2 correct is extremely high. You don't want to leave any chances that your buyer may terminate right up on your settlement day. Obviously, you're making plans with your sale, you might be purchasing, etc. So if you don't get it right and your buyer terminates on the day of settlement, that could put you in a lot of strife. As a buyer, you want to review this Form 2 from top to bottom. And if you're having your contract reviewed, reach out to your conveyancer or solicitor and ask if they can review the Form 2 as well. Make sure that the information that put in there is true, correct, and represents what the property has on offer. Now, a lot of this information we used to give out anyway, or especially I used to give out, but there were a lot of real estate agents that left it up to the buyers to figure out. This at least gives some clear guidance to buyers about the property. If you're a seller and you're preparing to come to the market, you may have been getting quotes for this Form 2 already, and I stress that you should get several quotes. On average, we're seeing the Form 2 cost between $200 to $400, but I have heard of vendors getting quotes of over $1,200 for the Form 2. But as I said before, on a typical residential property, an excessive Form 2 like that probably isn't required. Reach out to your local or trusted conveyancer or solicitor and talk to them about how much the Form 2 is going to cost. If you don't have a conveyancer or solicitor and you'd like a recommendation for somebody that can do this Form 2 in that $200 to $400 budget range, get in touch with me. I'd be more than happy to recommend a couple of people for you to have a chat with. If you enjoyed this video and you found it informative, make sure you're following along. There will be more videos about everything in real estate, all the ins and outs. If there's anything in particular that you'd like answered, pop it down here in the comments. I will get to it. I will address it in a future video. Thanks everyone for watching. Look forward to catching up with you soon. Cheers.